Christopher Plummer was a hard-working actor who found a way to add his unique flair to every character he portrayed, whether it was a Shakespearean hero or an animated villain. His death in February of 2021 rocked the entertainment world. Christopher is best known for his role as Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Mucus, but he preferred more serious acting. He shone in every role, allowing him to amass a full trophy case of awards and a multi-million-dollar fortune. Keep watching as we honor Christopher Plummer's decades-long career. Arthur Christopher Plummer was born in Toronto, Canada, on December 13, 1929. He grew up in Montreal and attended the Jennings Private School. He received his first acting credit in 1953. He continued to act from that point until close to the end of his life. Despite this dedication, he still found time for love. He was married 3 times. The first was to actress Tammy Gims. Together, they had his only daughter, Amanda Plummer, who also went on to become an actress. Christopher's second marriage was to journalist Patricia Audrey Lewis. His third marriage was to British actress and dancer Elaine Taylor. She helped him overcome a slump brought on by drinking problems in the late 60s. They were married for over 50 years. Christopher Plummer's death. Old age and failing health are 2 of the only things that could ever stop an actor as dedicated and beloved as Christopher Plummer. He passed away in his home in Connecticut on February 5, 2021, at the age of 91. He's survived by his wife Elaine and daughter Amanda. They, along with his fans, will keep his memory alive for decades to come. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to FactsVerse if you haven't already. And keep watching to learn how Christopher Plummer truly felt about one of his most influential roles. The Sound of Mucus. Christopher Plummer worked throughout the 50s to grow his acting career, but his big break came when The Sound of Mucus was released in 1965. It quickly became a massive success and grew into one of the highest-grossing films of the time. Although Christopher's singing parts were dubbed in, he was still a major reason for The Sound of Mucus's success. His portrayal of Captain Von Trapp gave the character depth and a strong emotional impact on the audience. Plummer noted he had to play the character as a strict, severe father for the majority of the film, because then, and only then, could the sentimental scenes, when they came, be played to their fullest without embarrassment. Screenwriter Ernest Lehman agreed, saying, "He forced me to write his scenes well." Despite his commitment to the character, Christopher Plummer was not a fan of his most famous role. He called the project The Sound of Mucus on set and in public. He was disappointed that it became the most famous thing he ever did, and quickly grew tired of talking about it with the press and fans. The plot and songs from The Sound of Mucus were too saccharine and simple for his tastes. He wanted to take on deeper, more serious roles, and they eventually came. Christopher's proficiency with Shakespeare. Christopher Plummer played an astonishing number of roles throughout his life, but returned to Shakespeare again and again. He made his stage debut in 1948 in a production of Cymbeline at the Canadian Repertory Theatre in Ottawa. He performed in a production of Othello the same year. In 1956, he played Henry V at the Stratford Festival. This made him the first Canadian actor chosen to star in a production by Tyrone Guthrie, a director notorious for only choosing experienced British actors. In 1957, Christopher played Hamlet in a British television production and Sir Andrew Aguecheek in Twelfth Night. In 1958, he played Benedick in Much Ado About Nothing. In 1960, he played Romeo in Romeo and Juliet. In 1973, Plummer tried his hand at creating his own production. He directed and acted in a night of Shakespearean love themes entitled Lovers and Madmen. In 1982, he returned to Broadway to perform in a production of Othello. Walter Plummer, a critic for the New York Times, described his performance of Iago as quite possibly the best single Shakespearean performance to have originated on this continent in our time. Christopher joined a touring production of Macbeth in 1988. He used this extensive experience with the works of Shakespeare to improve his future performances. Other stage appearances. Plummer's Broadway debut came in 1954. He played alongside Katharine Cornell in The Star-Crossed Story. He found several other stage parts during that same year, including a spot alongside Judith Anderson in a production of Medea in Paris. a role as Earl of Warwick in a New York production of The Lark, and a part in the play J.B. His London debut came in 1961 when he played the role of Henry II in Becket. In 1968, he played in a production of Oedipus the King and a film version entitled The Royal Hunt of the Sun. In 1994, Plummer joined a revival of No Man's Land. He earned a part in Barrymore in 1996 and another in the musical Cyrano in 1974. Film and TV roles. Christopher Plummer made his film debut in 1958. He was in Sidney Lumet's film Starstruck. In 1975, he played Rudyard Kipling in The Man Who Would Be King. It cemented him as a serious actor and made major Hollywood names pay attention. This included Bharat Nalluri, a director who saw the film at the age of 12 and later cast Christopher as Ebenezer Scrooge in his film The Man Who Invented Christmas. In the 90s, Star Trek had become a major franchise that brought fans in through its name alone. Plummer earned a small spot in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, as an evil alien known as a Klingon. He brought a faint Shakespearean air to the character that made it more meaningful. In 1999, he played Mike Wallace in Michael Mann's The Insider. The man he portrayed was still alive at the time, but thrilled when he found out who was chosen to portray him, stating, "I can't think of anybody better than Chris Plummer." In 2002, he played Uncle Ralph in an adaptation of Charles Dickens' novel Nicholas Nickleby. He remained unafraid to explore the character's dark side, a choice that was just as positive for the film as it had been for The Sound of Music. In 2010, Christopher brought life to a variety of roles. He starred in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, played Leo Tolstoy in The Last Station, and tried action films like Priest and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. He also got to take on another of the serious roles he craved as the elderly homosexual cancer-stricken Father Hal in the film The Beginners. In 2015, he played a suffering manager alongside Al Pacino as an aging rock star in Dan Fogelman's film Danny Collins. Christopher had an extraordinary ability to quickly learn lines and step in when needed. He replaced Kevin Spacey in the role of Paul Getty in All the Money in the World, reshooting all the necessary scenes only a month before the film's December 2017 release. His final roles were in 2019. They included the Rian Johnson mystery film Knives Out and the Canadian TV series Departure. Voice work. Critic John Simon once said that Christopher Plummer's voice could, quote, polish mirrors. This made him the perfect fit for narration and bringing life to animated characters. One of Christopher's most famous voice roles was Charles Muntz in the Disney film Up. He also contributed voices to other films, including An American Tail, My Dog Tulip, and 9. Christopher also narrated the series Madeline. He brought a gentle power to the beloved children's special. Awards. Christopher Plummer earned 48 awards and 66 nominations throughout his lifetime. He was a prolific stage actor and earned recognition for it. This included 2 Tony Awards. The Sound of Music alone was nominated for 10 Oscars. It won 5, including the one for Best Picture. Christopher's first Emmy nomination was for his role as Leo Tolstoy in The Last Station. His Emmy wins included the miniseries The Money Changers and his narration on Madeline. In 2012, Christopher won an Oscar for his work on The Beginners. This gave him the distinction of being the oldest actor to ever win one. Christopher Plummer turned a huge number of characters into relatable humans. His skill and incredible voice lit up our stages and screens for over 60 years, a gift we should all be grateful for. What was more surprising to you, that he didn't like The Sound of Music, or that he was the oldest person to ever win a Best Actor Oscar? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.